everybody. So, listen, we 16 days until 2025. We 3 days. My birthday was on 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 4 days post my 33rd birthday. I go to the doctor today because I had a biopsy done on January the 8th. And I thought I prepped myself for this, y'all. I thought I prepped myself for this. I thought I was prepared for this. I thought I was strong enough for this. I get a call today about 7-something this morning from my doctor's office. I was asleep. I should have been up because I needed to clock in at 8 o'clock, but I was asleep. Then I get another call from them at 7:45. I was still asleep. I get up, I clock in, and as I'm calling my doctor is calling me. They're calling me, telling me that I needed to schedule an appointment to come in immediately. And I'm just like, listen, can y'all just give me the results over the phone? You know what I'm saying? It's going to be whatever it's going to be. Just give it to me over the phone. The lady tells me they couldn't give it to me over the phone. They wanted me to come in. So I'm like, okay, so when I come in, how much is this visit going to cost me? She said, $185. And I'm saying, I'm not going to come in there and pay $185 for something you could first, number one, tell me over the phone. Number two, it's going to be probably a 5-minute visit. Tell me over the phone. So I end up calling the nonprofit organization that I had initially had to reach out to, because being that I was 32 years old, people don't be believing in younger women getting mammograms. They want you to be 40 plus to get a mammogram. If I waited till I was 40 plus to get a mammogram, I'd probably be dead in the grave, okay? So I call them and I asked them, because I also knew that they were supposed to get results as well. And per the Women's Radiation Center, they told me that the organization was probably who was going to be contacting me. So I contacted the organization. The lady was really nice. She told me that they did not have the results, but they were going to call over to my doctor's office and they were going to obtain those results. So, lady called me back about an hour later and told me that they wanted me to come in. Now, I had no problem with coming in to speak with them because I ain't have to pay $185. So, as I got off the phone, I called my supervisor because now I need to leave for the day. Or now need to leave to go get these results. So I called my supervisor, and y'all, I thought I was so strong. Like, I thought I was so strong. I thought that I was built for that moment. I went to the doctor in October because my armpit had been swollen for days. And I felt like I had a knot under it, but I hate the hospital. Like, I'm the type of person, I'm going to schedule a day to go to the hospital. That's just who I am. I hate it. So my chest began to swell too on the right side. So when I noticed that my chest was swollen, I was like, what in the freak is going on? And it hurt so bad. It hurt so bad. I'm thinking it's because when I sleep, I normally sleep with my arm out. So here I am thinking that, okay, maybe it's just a little sore, whatever the case may be. Y'all, it was hurting. It was hurting bad. So when I see my chest was swollen, I was like, maybe I need to go to the emergency room. Because why my chest swollen? So my chest was hurting. My arm was hurting. It hurt when I put my arm down. It hurt when I had my arm up. It was just hurting. So I get off work. I said, okay, I'm finna go take a nap. If I wake up and my arm's still swollen, my chest still swollen, and it still feels the way that it does, I'm going to the emergency room. I went to sleep. I got up about 8 o'clock at night, and it was still hurting, and my chest was still swollen, so I went to the emergency room. When I get to the emergency room, they kept asking me if I was sick, if I was getting over a cold. I'm like, no, I'm not sick. No, I'm not getting over a cold. No. So I didn't understand why they kept asking me if I was sick. So they end up doing a sonogram in my armpit. They did not do anything with my breast. They did a sonogram in my armpit, and I had 3 swollen lymph nodes. So I didn't know what that meant. I'm just like, okay, well, I'll be glad when it go down because it hurt. That's how I'm thinking. They told me that I needed to make an appointment with my PCP immediately. So that was maybe like October 12th. I called my PCP. I was able to get an appointment November the 1st. So I go in November the 1st and they go over my chart. I needed to go see them so that they can write me an order to go get a mammogram. So I go to my PCP and I spent $185 at that visit. And I had a 5-minute conversation, if that, for her to write the order. And she told me that the reason why they kept asking me if I was sick is because my white blood count was spiked. I don't know what that means. I ain't go to school. I ain't go to medical school. I ain't know what that means. So basically, the white blood cells, the red blood, I think the white blood cells, when they're spiked, it shows up like infection. So, okay, bam, I end up getting an order. So I called the nonprofit organization who was able to get me an appointment with the Women's Radiation Center. And they didn't have an appointment until December the 19th. This November 1st. I didn't get an appointment till December 19th. So I go to the appointment. They do the mammogram. The lady told me that I have a mass in my breast. They obviously seen the lump in my armpit. And she said, okay, we're going to have you to come back. We're going to do a biopsy, da-da-da-da-da. So I go back January 8th. Now, from December 19th to January 8th, I go back. So I go back on the 8th, and they do the biopsy. And baby, when I tell you they pumped that Novocaine in my goddamn breast, I thought I was finna go meet my maker. That thing had my heart racing like that. I'm talking about, we was just sitting there, we were having conversation, and then she stuck me the first time I was good. She stuck me the second time I was okay. She stuck me that last time, and my heart went to racing. I started breathing a little heavy. I thought I was finna go see Jesus, y'all. I'm not even gonna tell you no lie. I thought I was finna die right there on the little table. Nevertheless, we end up doing the mammogram, and they told me that I probably would hear something within the next couple of days. So I had been checking the radiation center's website, web patient portal, and I had not seen anything, but I did see that the results had come back, but they did not upload what the results were. So bring it back to today. The doctor's office calling me. So I end up calling the nonprofit organization. She tells me to come in. I go into the nonprofit organization for her to tell me it did not look good. Y'all, when they called me, I thought I was built for this. Not built for cancer. But I thought I was strong enough to handle it mentally. This is how stuff works sometimes. I called my supervisor because I had to leave, and as my supervisor picked up the phone because she's on vacation, I told her, I know you're on vacation, and she said, and I said, but, and as I said, but, to get the words out of my mouth, because she knew I had to go for my for my biopsy, she said, When she heard me start to, I guess she could hear it in my voice, she said, So I'm telling her, I'm trying to explain to her what I have to do, that I have to go. And I go to the nonprofit organization, and as she's telling me, it didn't look good, that it tested positive as cancer. And I'm just looking at her, and I'm like, okay. And she was like, well, did you have a feeling? Like, did you already know? And I'm like, no, I didn't already know, but I can't really say I kind of had a feeling. I just was trying to be realistic with myself, so I was not devastated if I got any news that wasn't good news. So she tells me that I have invasive ductal carcinoma. I don't know what that is. She did say that it's normally like in the milk duct, but mine is outside of the milk duct. And she was kind of looking a little concerned, because initially when she said it, I was just like, okay. And she was like, are you okay? Like, do you need to take time? Are you all right? And I'm like, okay. And then I became a little emotional. Nevertheless, I thought I was strong, y'all. I thought that I feel like I am pretty strong. Like, it's hard, but it's not like I'm gonna die, and it's not like I'm dying today. But what do you say? Like, what do you say when you're 16 days into the year, 4 days after your 33rd birthday, and you find out that you have cancer. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's so nasty. But what do you say? What can I say? I can't say anything. I'm just like, okay. You know, I don't know anybody with cancer. I don't know the next steps to it. I don't know, like, breast cancer does not run in my family. I don't know. I've never known anybody personally who had breast cancer. Like, I had a friend that ended up having pancreatic cancer, but I can't even call her because she died at 33. She died at 33. So, hey, ooh, Jesus. But anyways, yeah, what do you say? There's nothing I can say. There's nothing I can say. That's me. That's an update for me today. I'm going to go out my house. I don't want to cry because it's making my head hurt on this side. I ain't really been crying. I'm just like, okay, like, I'm trying to process it. I don't really know. But anyways, thank y'all for letting me vent. And 2025, they came in rocky. It came in rocky already. But bye, y'all.